Good morning, everyone. Thanks for joining us here on the WITN First Alert Desk at 8 o'clock this morning. Wait, hold on. Okay, sorry. I can't do two things at once.
I got you.
But we're in for more sunshine today, which is really great to hear after the pretty gloomy week that we've been seeing over the last few days. And this will translate into a really nice weekend as well, with some temperature, a little bit of a bump in the temperatures as well.
They are. We're going to go back to summer. I mean, depending on if you're going to ask a meteorologist, summer officially ended back on August 30th.
Right.
Meteorological fall begins September 1st. Astronomical fall begins Monday. So, I mean, either way, it's still going to feel like summer or fall. Yeah.
And I mean, this isn't a bad weekend to really soak up the end of summer, considering that fall is right around the corner now, astronomically.
There you go.
Especially, this weekend's looking beautiful. Maybe taking advantage of the beach one more time.
Yeah.
Getting outside, enjoying the nice weather before all these days really go away. I know we were mentioning earlier that there are always those days, those 80-degree days in October that pop up from time to time, but they're limited.
They are. I mean, usually our last 80-degree day for the season is usually like late October. I mean, I remember when I first moved here, like Halloween, it was 50s and rainy.
Ooh.
It was chilly almost.
That's not a great Halloween
forecast. It was a little. I mean, I was out. Me and Jim were actually doing something, and I'm like, I'm cold on Halloween. Normally, in Virginia, we don't normally start getting cool till about like the middle of November. So it was kind of a shock.
Meanwhile, in Chicago, it's
snowing. Yep.
So,
oh well.
You take what you get. But we do have a story this morning out of Belhaven. A Belhaven native is actually looking to do a little bit of a restoration project on the town's historic civic center. And he's doing this because he wants to give back to his community. So we actually had the chance to speak with him just about what he's looking forward to doing with it, and how the community will benefit from it. So let's take a look.
Restoring an aging civic center for the town that made him who he is.
I'm a native from here, so I said, hey, I'm coming back to my hometown to give some of that Kingdom Builders love.
Since starting his construction company in 2018, Kewan Brewington has had a heart for giving back to the community. And what better place to do it than his hometown?
So being that native of Belhaven, let's bring our skill set back here.
His project, restore the historic Belhaven Civic Center, which Brewington says was built in 1937 and held the first school for African Americans.
Back in those days, everything was segregated. So in those days, Belhaven, I believe high school actually had lunch here. So it has a very rich history in that.
Local business owner Sage Okamoto says restoring historic buildings will bring growth and opportunities to Belhaven.
It is an additional event space for our community as well, and it's just a center of a lot of memories, I think, for a lot of folks who grew up here in Belhaven.
And for Brewington, growing up here is an experience he says he wouldn't trade for anything.
Because when you're inside of something, you really can't see, but when you go outside coming back, you can really appreciate, like, wow, I used to live here.
So really awesome to see that he was able to come back to his hometown in Belhaven, and he wants to do this project for the community. I think it's really special. I know I've been to the Civic Center for a few stories when I was reporting last year, and it is an older building for sure. So it's nice to see that we could get those upgrades. So everyone can enjoy it.
I mean, that's part of restoration, like especially a historic town like it is itself. And you always bring those buildings back to life. And people are like, oh no, it's just another building that sits there and decapitates over time. It's like, let's redo something. So good to see that come about.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, well, let's talk weather. Like we were saying earlier, it's a good day to be outside.
Yes, it is, and most of the rain is going to be not approaching early till Sunday. So we got a few days to dry out for a little bit with that as well. But if you're looking at the plans, talk about the drought real fast, though. Again, we're going to get an update. I highly doubt this is updated by now, so we'll probably get an update later on. Usually about 8:30, 8:45, they release the next update. So we'll see how that plays about. I'll have an article for you coming up later on this morning or so. So just keep that in mind on our website as well as our noon show. But other than that, it's been pretty cool for the last last, 7-8 days now, we've been seeing 9 days in a row with temperatures way below average. We're going to probably add that another below average day tomorrow and today, and then tomorrow and Friday we'll go back above average. So again, if you're looking for some cool downs, by the way, that's from New Bern's data. So overall, it's been pretty cooler than it should be for this time of year. Obviously, the Pirates are in town this weekend as they're taking on BYU. There should be an exciting game for that. Belhaven not looking too bad either, with some cloud cover moving in about. Mid to upper 60s, starting things out, even some upper 60s towards the coastline. So relatively nice as the temperatures are finally cooperating for this time of the year, at least to be seasonable, something we haven't said in quite a long time out here. Winds out of the northeast about 10 to 15 miles, 5 to 10 miles an hour. Again, not much the way of cloud cover around, just some spotty drizzle up towards the northern Outer Banks. That's really about it. Rain there in the Midwest. Don't really worry about that heading our way. All right, really no change in update on Tropical Storm Gabrielle. It's been pretty consistent, thankfully, not posing a threat to us here in eastern Carolina. It's going to stay out to sea. We like to call it a fish storm just because the way it's staying out in the open Atlantic. And now again, this little area is still at a 20%, so there's no real updates to that. Starting to see the clusters of thunderstorms slowly come together over time, but we'll have to see how that plays a part over the next few days, especially into early next week. So we may have Humberto if things go according to plan, but latest model guidance also showcasing that system falling apart. So we may not be having that to worry about. Though we are in the peak of hurricane season, it's still, common to get names and storms start popping up this time of year. After all, we are in that time of the season. If we go towards today, looking good. No real weather issues with anything. Some clouds move in. That's really about it. As we'll see temperatures in the 60s tonight, lower 60s tomorrow morning. But we're going to race to get to near 90 as we go towards the afternoon. So relatively warm, hot standards for September as we go towards that time of year, and then quiet down tomorrow night as we go towards that time frame. We're going to get a coastal low off our coast, bringing back some showers here over the next few days, starting next week. Every day's not a washout, but some rain could help us out in the long run with things. And again, it is a bit dry for farmers trying to get planting done. Now, winds, again, not an issue today, nor the next tomorrow, but Saturday, winds will slowly start to pick up over time. We'll get some breezy conditions picking up there, so probably a good beach weekend, but still watch out for those rip currents, as everybody will see some breezy conditions for tailgating there on Saturday afternoon. So if you're planning on doing that, you may want to kind of put some stakes in the ground to hold those tents from flying everywhere around. Humidity is going to go down a bit, but slowly meander back up to the humid range. It's going to be very slow notice because it's not going to be, we're going from humidity to really sticky weather. But overall, though, summer-like weather tomorrow and Saturday, cooling off with a rain chance there. We may have to lower temperatures, Gigi, maybe some upper 70s next week there as that coastal low brings back some cloud cover for us. So maybe another cool, dreary week coming back in our forecast again.
Yeah, we're going up and down and up and down. It's really a roller coaster here with these temperatures, which, I don't really mind it, especially with the upper 70s. I actually feel like it feels really comfortable outside. It's nice to have a little bit of that kind of cooler feeling, especially after the brutal summer that we had.
Yeah, that was no fun because last year you had just missed the brunt of it when you got down here last year. It was just like June, every day 97, heat index 110, 115 for about 3 straight weeks. It was unbearable, but she came from Chicago and brought the cool weather down. No, but
no, that's what everyone was saying. They were like, "You brought this snow, this ice storm,"
and I'm fine with that.
I'm so sorry.
I hope we get a good snowstorm. I know people are thinking, "Oh no, no, I'll drive for that." No, but right now let's enjoy what we got. A little last of summer. I know people are trying to get to the beach and try to enjoy the little less of it. We've been so far so lucky for most of our weekends since like middle of August.
I agree. Every weekend we've been saying, "Wow, this is a nice one. Going to be one of the last few before the summer hits or the fall hits." And then the following weekend we said the same thing, and then the following weekend we said the same thing. So they are truly numbered, though. So
Indeed.
Pretty soon we won't be able to say these lucky words.
Nope, not much longer.
All right. Well, thanks for joining us this morning. Hope you all have a wonderful Thursday. We'll be back again bright and early tomorrow morning. Have a good one.
This hour of the WITN First Alert Desk is sponsored by Toyota of Goldsboro.